Raimunda Gomes de Silva still remembers the day in 1992 and that special announcement during the Rio Earth Summit that year. The Brazilian government said it would create a reserve for poor families who could cultivate the land in a sustainable manner without cutting down the forest.
It wasn't only a victory for me, it was a victory for everybody. Everyone was very happy because it was something that had not been seen in Brazil before, to have the government sign a decree of a land reserve.
This is a copy of the presidential decree signed in 1992 by then Brazilian President Fernando Collor. By all accounts, it was never implemented because it got bogged down in Brazilian bureaucracy. Today, anyone that was directly involved with this is either out of government or working on completely separate issues. 20 years later, this Sustainable Development Reserve still only exists on paper. Today, less than 30% of the native forest remains standing, cut to make way for the thousands of cattle that dot the land on what was supposed to be the reserve. The ranchers were never compensated by the government for their land, so they never left. And more than 250 landless families, like that of Maria do Carmo Silva, were supposed to live on the reserve to harvest Amazon nuts like these and practice family agriculture that would have made a big difference in their lives.
If
I had a little piece of land, I would be able to plant my own rice, some corn, some beans, mandioca, and it would be easier for me than purchasing everything in the market.
Lino Rocha de Oliveira, a Ministry of Environment official, just arrived in the region a few months ago to try to fulfill the promise of the reserve, but it won't happen fast.
We still don't have the money set aside to pay off the ranchers for their land. I think the reserve will happen, but it won't be in near term. It'll be another 5 years until we see something.
For Raimunda, she's lost confidence in all the talk.
At the time, we thought the reserve was going to be created. It didn't happen. And now, even if they speak a lot about it, it's just one more promise.
One more, she hopes, that won't be broken this time around.